Welcome to latest news blast, a deep dive into the family rift that has shaken social media. The world of celebrity drama is no stranger to shocking twists, emotional breakups, and explosive accusations. But even by the chaotic standards of hip-hop culture, the latest conflict surrounding Chrisean Rock, Blueface, and her own sisters has left the internet stunned. What was once brushed aside as family issues has now spiraled into a public showdown, with accusations flying across social media, alliances shifting, and a baby caught at the center of a storm. What makes this situation so shocking isn't just the tension between Chrisean and Blueface that's been unfolding for months. It's the unexpected betrayal that cut the deepest, Chrisean's own sisters allegedly pulling up with Blueface to take her son. This moment, captured in clips and recaps that flooded social platforms, blindsided fans, and left many questioning how the family reached such an explosive breaking point. Over the past year, the relationship between Chrisean Rock and Blueface has been a rollercoaster of reunions, arguments, accusations, and raw vulnerability broadcast online. But the sudden involvement of her sisters has taken the drama into unprecedented territory. This is a detailed, moment-by-moment account of what happened, why it matters, and what it could mean for Chrisean Rock's future as a mother, artist, and public figure. A tense relationship turned public battlefield. For months, Chrisean and Blueface have been locked in one of the most volatile celebrity relationships of the modern era. Their emotional highs and lows have played out in front of millions, through live streams, tweets, interviews, and viral videos that seem to surface weekly. Despite their history, one thing remained constant: their son, the one innocent life in the crossfire. And while disagreements between parents can be messy, the general expectation is that extended family will support, protect, and nurture, not escalate conflict. But the situation took a disturbing turn when rumors began circulating that Blueface was planning to confront Chrisean over custody issues. Fans brushed it off at first. After all, the couple has had several heated disputes that fizzled out just as quickly, but this time was different. Social media suddenly lit up with reports that Chrisean's own sisters were seen aligning with Blueface, coordinating with him, and ultimately pulling up on Chrisean in an attempt to take her son. Clips and eyewitness accounts circulated instantly, turning private family issues into a full-blown media storm, the moment that changed everything. According to sources close to the situation, as well as the circulating videos, the confrontation happened suddenly, without warning to Chrisean. What shocked fans the most wasn't Blueface's involvement. Their relationship has been so unpredictable that many viewers almost expect the unexpected. The real shock was this: her sisters were in the car with him. People who have been following Chrisean's journey know she has had a complicated relationship with her family. There have been heartfelt moments, public arguments, explosive fights, and emotional reconciliations, but never, not even at the worst of times, did anyone expect her sisters to show up with her ex-partner, in a moment that felt like an attack. Witnesses claim that when the group arrived, tensions escalated immediately. Chrisean, blindsided and confused, tried to understand why her sisters would choose such a moment to confront her, and why they were siding with the one person she felt had caused her the most emotional turmoil. Why would her sisters side with Blueface? Motives, allegations, and family history. Social media exploded with theories within minutes. Some speculated that Blueface manipulated them. Others argued the sisters may have had growing concerns about Chrisean's lifestyle choices, her schedule, or her online presence. A few suggested simply that family tension had been simmering long before the public ever saw it. Here are the most widely discussed motives circulating online. 1. Family fractures that never fully healed. Chrisean has openly spoken about her difficult upbringing, the chaos in her household, and the lack of stability. The sisters have expressed their own grievances publicly. Years of unresolved trauma might have contributed to alliances forming in unexpected ways. 2. Blueface's influence and timing. Some fans believe Blueface strategically involved her sisters to make his move look legitimate or family approved. By showing up with them, he could argue he wasn't acting alone. Others think he may have reached out to them weeks prior, quietly building a narrative that convinced them to step in. 3. Concerns over the baby's environment. Several commenters, including fans and family acquaintances, speculated the sisters believed the baby was in an unstable environment. Whether this is true or a misunderstanding remains unclear, but it might be a part of their reasoning. 4. A desire for clout or public attention. Not everyone buys the concerned sister angle. Some people think the sisters saw an opportunity to gain attention, knowing anything involving Chrisean and Blueface goes viral immediately. Whether right or wrong, these narratives are shaping public perception, and none of them ease the sting for Chrisean. Chrisean's reaction: hurt, shock, and anger. Fans who saw footage of the incident say no moment was more heartbreaking than Chrisean's face when she realized her sisters were working with Blueface. The disbelief was written all over her. According to those close to her, she felt blindsided, betrayed, and targeted, not just by Blueface, but by people she grew up with, trusted, and protected. In the hours that followed, Chrisean took to social media, expressing her frustration, confusion, and deep emotional pain. She never held back her feelings, but this time her tone was different. It was a mix of heartbreak and exhaustion. She questioned why her sisters would involve themselves in a situation that was already fragile, why they chose to embarrass her publicly instead of calling, texting, or handling things privately, and why they would ever think pulling up with Blueface was the solution. Blueface's intentions, concern, or control. Blueface, as usual, fired back online with his own side of the story. He insisted he was acting in the best interest of the child, but critics argued his approach felt more like a public stunt than genuine concern. Many believe he was trying to regain control, not only of the situation, but of the narrative. Blueface has consistently portrayed himself as the more stable parent in his posts, despite well-documented incidents that contradict that image. Bringing the sisters into the mix gave him leverage and an audience. Public reaction, outrage, sympathy, and heavy debate. The internet reacted quickly, passionately, and overwhelmingly in support of Chrisean. Comments, posts, and reaction videos began pouring in. Her own blood did her dirty. Blueface using her family against her is insane. This is beyond drama. This is an attack. That baby deserves peace. Even people who normally criticize Chrisean's behavior agreed that the way this confrontation played out was wrong. At the same time, some raised concerns about the baby's safety and the emotional environment surrounding him. The situation ignited debates about custody laws, mental health, domestic conflict, and the pressures of raising a child in the spotlight. The baby at the center of the storm. Lost in all the chaos is the one person who has no agency in this situation: